Today, we're going to speak about TikTok interest. What interest to choose, which one are relevant, why should you choose no interest or should you choose no interest at all, and what is the best strategy that works in 2025. Guys, you need to understand that when you launch your campaign, TikTok, like as you can see, TikTok ABO campaign, the structure that I use is simple. I have three interests. And as you can see, is no interest one, no interest two, no interest three, no interest three. Each one of them has between 5 to 10 videos attached to it. The same 5 to 10 videos attached to it. But what about the interest? Why I choose no interest? Okay, so let's start diving in. Let's click on it. And I want to show you something. When you go on here and you go down to okay, sorry. Okay. So you go in interest behavior. There's quite a few interests. There's, apparel and accessories. So you can use that, or you can go inside and choose something more specific like bags. Okay. The problem that I have with this is I've tried everything, guys. I've tried no interest. I've tried with interest. I've tried with hashtag as well. Fashion Week, Green Monday. And even though sometimes I received good results, I'm not saying that it is trash, you couldn't make money with it, but it's not consistent results. And if there's something that you need to understand when it comes down to dropshipping, is that consistency is the key for everything. So I've made a video recently talking about ABO versus CBO. And the reason that I didn't choose CBO for testing is because the inconsistency. It takes around 48 hours to update and to, let's say, optimize properly for a CBO to really give you a decent amount of money or to make you sales profitably. So one day you can be really not profitable, but the other day extremely profitable. This is the thing with CBO. So I always tell people, look, when it comes down to dropshipping, you need to isolate the variable. So you don't want more than one problem. You're testing already a product. You want to make sure that the rest is controlled. How do you know that? Well, if you know that the strategy that you're following works, that is proven to work by someone that you got the information from, you got a mentor or a video or whatever it is, you know the information works, the strategy works. Okay, so you do the strategy exactly the way it is and you test the product. If you test the product and you have no sales, then you're not going um, to have a winning product. Like you don't have a winning product because you know that the strategy works. And if it's the product that is not making sales, then it's the product. That's it. But let's say in this scenario that you test different interests or you test CBO or ABO. Let's do with CBO and ABO first. And you test CBO. You don't know if it's because it's a bad optimization or a good optimization. So you need to overspend money the next day to see if it's the CBO or the product the problem. Same thing for the interest. So some interest works well, others no, it's a little bit of 50-50. So do I want to rely every time that I test a product on a 50-50 on the interest that I choose, or I want to rely on something that I know that is going to be 100% accurate? 100% accurate because it will tell me that the product is only the problem. But if I rely on something that is 50-50, then I'll be like, oh, wait a second. I don't know if it's the product the problem or the interest that I have selected. And that, my friend, is something that you don't want to be in. Because if you're in that situation, what's going to happen? You're going to ask yourself a lot of questions. And that's not what you want. You want to make sure that you control. It's like a big math problem. You know, when you do in high school algebra, it's basically algebra. You want to isolate the variable so you know the value of x. The value of X is the value of the product. So if you have a product that is working well with a good strategy and you test them and you're making money, great. You know you have something that works. But if you test it and it doesn't make money, then you know it's not your strategy because you've tested with a product previously, or you had mentors that tested them with product previously and it worked. So it's definitely the product the problem. So when it comes down to interest, the way that I do it is no interest, because the way that the algorithm works is that it has no optimization. It will simply take a group of people, a pool of, let's say, 10,000 people, will show it to them. And if they like the product, they're going to buy it. If they don't, they're not going to buy. When it comes down to other platform, it's a little bit more complex. But when it comes down to TikTok, that's the way that it works. There's no really optimization. So the broader you are, the better it is. So I think if you're too niche down, and also you can understand that all those interests that are right here are quite broad. Look, home decor, pets, sports, cars, appliances, baby. Like there's not an interest for tattoo artists or Vikings. There's not an interest about that. So they're still broad, but there's something about them that doesn't work well. So the way that I suggest you to do it is you test with no interest first. Always, always test with no interest. And the moment that you start making sales, you start making money, and you see it's consistent, and you're like, okay, I'm making money. There's no interest. I know this product works. I'm making like $500 per day, 1K per day. Amazing. Let me create another campaign where I'm going to test interest. So let's say I test something related to beauty. So let me click right here. I could test simply the interest beauty and go on the second one and be like, okay, let me now do something more narrow. Let me do let's say it's a skincare product. Let me do skincare. Now, again, let me go on here and still on beauty because it's a beauty product. So I come here and I do beauty. And I'm going to do, okay, what is similar to skincare? Hair care, oral care, cosmetics. Okay, let me do cosmetics. Cosmetics is still good. Or you can do, more specific. If it's skincare for facial, you can do that. So you know the drill. You're going to select the ones and you're going to test three interests. And now you launch it. If it doesn't work, it's not the product, because you have a campaign that has been running and that is killing and that is making you money with no interest. So you know the product is not the problem. So if you test that campaign and there's no sales, you know the interest doesn't work with this product. But if you test the campaign and you start making sales, then great. Means you are making money with interest. So try to scale it as well. But like I said, at the beginning, I always want something that I can rely on 100%, and it is that is 100% accurate or close to it. So I will do no interest first. And when I see that I start making sales, I can scale my product, then I will do another campaign with certain interest. And those interests, I will test them. If they don't work, I simply move on. If they do work, then great. I'm going to stay with those interests. And maybe sometimes they could even perform better than no interest. But like I said, I don't rely on it automatically at the beginning. Guys, do not forget that every single week we choose someone in the comment section where we make a video one-on-one with them. So we're going to help you one-on-one. This is a brand new series that we started. We're going to help you one-on-one in a video, and we're going to answer all of your questions. That video will be uploaded on YouTube. So the only thing that you need to do is you need to be subscribed, like, and comment on our videos. And the software that we have is going to analyze the people that are the most interactive with the videos, and we are going to select that person. We're going to send them a message privately, and we'll be able to schedule a call with you. Keep in mind, people are paying us thousands of dollars in order to get in a call with us. So take that into consideration. We are going to give you a call for free, so take advantage of that. And it's not a one-time thing. If we see that you're consistently asking questions, you're constantly interacting with people, what does that do? It will allow you to get more than one call for yourself. So always stay active in the comments and on liking and on subscribing, and we are going to select you once and even multiple times. So this is the video of today, guys. If you have any question, let me know down below. Wish you all an amazing rest of the day. Take care and peace out.